I'm about to put you on to the must-have Shopify apps and tools that have proven to help online stores go from sales like this to converting customers like never before. And I'm telling you right now, the apps that you have on your store are the difference between the store that you have and the store that you want. But before we get into that, I'm gonna be dropping a cheat sheet document filled with discount codes and free trials for every app that I'm covering today, as well as giving you 10 verified winning products that you can start selling right away as soon as this video hits 1,000 likes. Now let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, so first things first, we're talking about online businesses, right? So if you don't have your online store set up quite yet, do not worry. I'm gonna go ahead and show you how you can get a high converting Shopify store built in just a matter of minutes for 100% free. And it's with my free AI store builder, which will be linked in the description for you to get started with, because without your store, what are we talking about apps for? Now I know, creating your Shopify store, especially if you've never done it before, it can seem like one of those tasks that are gonna take you forever to do. But if no one's told you, let me tell you something. Right now in today's day and age, anyone who wants to start selling online can do it successfully. And you can do it no matter your experience, simply because of the tools that are out there to help you do that now. Just like this AI store builder that I literally created to help those of you who have never built a store before. Let me go ahead and show you how easy it is. All you have to do is click that link in my description and you'll be on this page right here. From here, you're just gonna go ahead and enter in your name, email, select what niche you want your store to be built around. And once you answer a few questions, in just 2 minutes, you're gonna have a complete Shopify store that's built out that is loaded with 3 months of Shopify for just $1. And 30 days of another game-changing app for only $1 that I'm about to reveal in just a few minutes. Now we need to talk about the apps that are gonna create a smooth and enjoyable shopping experience for your customers. Now this part is gonna be crucial to your success because if you do not know, having too many apps downloaded on your Shopify store is gonna slow your website's performance down, which ultimately is going to lead to you missing out on sales because your store is not going to be loading up right away. And people, they do not want to wait for something like that. So to get a majority of the features that you need without having to download 10 different apps, spend a lot of money that's unnecessary, and slow your store speed down, I suggest that you download an app called Vitals. Now Vitals is really like an all-in-one platform when it comes to apps, as it pretty much has everything that you're gonna need to make your customer's experience more seamless to then increase your sales as soon as possible. And because it directly integrates with Shopify, it's not gonna slow your store down. So basically you're getting all the benefits without any drawbacks from having all the features that Vitals has to offer. So inside Vitals, there's gonna be a few apps that you wanna include on every single one of your product pages. And we're gonna cover what those apps actually do and how you can set them up on your store. But before that, if you're looking to get more personalized guidance throughout your dropshipping journey, no matter your experience, then my one-on-one mentorship is just for you. As that personalized one-on-one guidance that we give each student has allowed people from all different kinds of backgrounds to produce real results. This includes anything from creating a reliable extra source of income to being able to work less hours at their job to spending more time with their family, and even being able to quit their day job and make dropshipping their full-time income. So if you want the chance to work towards your goals, working directly with myself and my team of expert consultants, I went ahead and left a link down in my description below so you can apply for one of the limited spots that we have left. All right, so in Vitals, the first app that you want to add is the custom currency converter. And the reason you want to focus on this app first is because in my opinion, it's the most overlooked app on this list, even though it's an absolute game changer when it comes to making sales through your store, especially when it comes to selling to the top 5 e-commerce countries. You see, when you're running ads, you're typically gonna be marketing your product to people in countries like United States, United Kingdom, Australia, Canada, and New Zealand. And as we all know, each of these countries use a different kind of currency. So if you're advertising to them, but you're only displaying one kind of currency in your store, I guarantee you're gonna be missing out on sales. So how this currency converter works is it's based off of geolocation. So it sees what country your customer's in, and then it changes the currency to match, which ultimately saves your customer trouble of doing the math themselves to understand foreign currencies, which I'm gonna let you know, a lot of people probably won't even do. Always replay this in the back of your mind. If the shopping experience is smoother, they're gonna be way more likely to come buy from you. So to get this app set up, you're gonna come in here in Vitals, you're gonna go to the custom currency converter, you're gonna go ahead and add it, and then select the 5 countries that we just mentioned. The next app that we're gonna use is the countdown banner. All right, so this app is especially effective during the holidays because it's designed to create a sense of urgency to give your customers that extra push so that they can come hurry and buy your product. And you want them to feel that urgency because you don't wanna let your customer have the time to get distracted by something when they're still deciding whether or not to buy your product, and then ultimately could forget about your store, making you miss out on that sale. You need to make the experience as smooth as possible for your customer while also making sure to keep their attention because honestly, anything can make them forget or want to leave your store. So let's go ahead and get this app set up. First, you want to go into the app. Next, you want to go ahead and create a timer for 24 hours, put it at the top so all pages can see, or at least just put it on your product page. And lastly, you can put whatever text for a sense of urgency, like deal ends today. Now that you created a sense of urgency, you now need to add credibility to your product because customers, they want to be reassured that what they're buying is actually going to be worth it, no matter how good a product is at solving a problem that a customer's having. People, they are not going to trust the quality if you do not show them that people are already buying it and enjoying it. This is the same concept that I mentioned earlier when we talked about .store domains. You see, people, they like to see either well-known brands or lots of people are buying and are satisfied with their product. So to accomplish this, your product page is going to need a good amount of reviews. And this product reviews app makes it so simple to import reviews from other suppliers like AliExpress, Alibaba, or even Amazon. So to get this set up, the first thing you're gonna do is come back to Vitals. You wanna go ahead and click on the product reviews app and then set up the product reviews app. From here, you wanna go ahead and import reviews to your store. So go ahead and click on import reviews. Like I said, you can pull reviews from so many different platforms, but the main one that I like to use is AliExpress. So come over here, select AliExpress, and then select the product that you're choosing. And whenever you are choosing the product with reviews on AliExpress, you do wanna make sure that it has a good amount of reviews. And then once you verify that, you're then gonna go ahead and copy that link and then paste the product URL in the reviews app. Once it's uploaded, you can select how many reviews you wanna import. And when you are choosing these reviews, you wanna make sure you find the ones that have good pictures and make sure that none of these pics are the products in the package. You wanna see pictures of people actually using the product in real time, because as a customer, that's gonna be way more convincing to wanna buy the product seeing that than just seeing it in a box. And the best part is you can fully customize any of these reviews. You can change the text, you can change the image, you can do whatever you want. One little quick tip I'll give you is I will find the product on Amazon, look for the strongest, most well thought out reviews, put it in ChatGPT to go ahead and edit the review to make it even better for my store. And then once all that's set up, you can then go into your product page, scroll all the way down, and see that your product has really amazing reviews, showing real-time people utilizing it and giving great feedback. Now, one thing that you need to keep in mind is that if you only have 5-star reviews, it can have the same effect as not having any. As people, they're definitely gonna question whether the reviews are real. So you wanna make sure to have a variety of different reviews, ranging from 5 to even 3 stars, so that your customers can see that people are actually buying your product and that there are real people leaving reviews for it. And I don't know if you noticed when I scrolled down to show you the reviews, but that add a cart button, it didn't stay visible on the screen. So we need an app that's gonna fix that. And this next app is one of the most important tools when it comes to converting views into sales. And that app is the sticky add a cart button. Let's say a customer is looking through your store and they scroll down your product page. You'll see the add a cart button at the top of the page, but below it, you'll have pictures and videos, you'll have information, and the reviews that we just added. So your customer is gonna need to scroll all the way down to get all that information if they're not entirely sure whether or not to buy the product. But then, if they scrolled all the way down, they're gonna think it's not worth it to have to scroll all the way back up to buy your product, even if they've already decided that they wanted it. You need to understand and keep in mind that customers can be lazy, and if they experience any pushback when shopping online, a lot of the time, they're just going to leave the website. Now, getting this app set up is extremely simple. But just because the process is simple, it doesn't mean that this app isn't crucial to your store's success. So let's go ahead and get this set up. We are now back in Vitals, and all you have to do is go to the app and click activate. And you can still customize this any way that you want. You can come over here and change the settings, like make the button be at the top or the bottom of the screen. I'm gonna go ahead and put it at the bottom. You can also change the color of the button. And to keep a clean and professional look, you want the color to match your store's colors. And once the customer adds your product to the cart, you need to make sure that the checkout page is optimized to increase your sales even more. Because once the customer actually gets to this point, they've already done everything that you want them to do besides one last step, which is buying the product. And once your customer gets to the checkout page, it is then time to shift your focus from making the original sale to getting the customer to spend as much as possible when they're on your store. That's because you cannot guarantee that your customers are going to come back to your store another time. So you don't have too many chances to actually make your sales once your customers are in your store. So you need to really try to push your customers to adding more products to their checkout and spending more money in your store. And the total amount of money that your customer is spending when they do make a purchase on your store, this is called your average order value, which on simpler terms is just the average amount that every single customer spends. And as an advertiser, or really anybody who runs a business, the number one thing that you're trying to do is make as much money as possible. And you're gonna be able to do this by increasing your average order value. And what's going to help you accomplish that is through upselling apps. The first of these upselling apps is the volume discount pricing. This app is going to allow your customer to buy multiples of the main product that you're selling. And the more of a product that the customer buys, the higher their discount is going to be. People need to buy multiple amounts of the same product for any kind of reason. So encouraging them to buy more of that product and get an amazing discount while doing so is going to drastically increase your average order value. And if you don't incentivize your customer to keep adding more products to their cart during checkout, you're literally making yourself miss out on money that you could have made. So to get this app set up, inside of Vitals, you're gonna go to upsells. Click volume discounts. Now you're gonna have options here where you can apply this to multiple products or select a specific product. I do recommend only choosing one product at a time. So go ahead and choose that product and click select. Next, you're gonna go ahead and input your discount details. And I do this based off of the selling price. Now, if the product is under $50, I like to do buy 2 at 10%, buy 3 at 15%, buy 4 at 20%. Now, if the product is more than $50, I like to raise this up a little bit. So I'll do buy 2 at 15%, buy 3 at 20%, and buy 4 at 25% off. So you're gonna go ahead and set that up for the product. And next you wanna go ahead and select the appearance, which I always say, again, match it with the store colors. Next you wanna go ahead and select the layout, and there's multiple options that you can use. I personally like using the square table, but you can use whatever you want. Next, you're gonna continue to review to go ahead and see the breakdown of everything that you just did. And this is what it should look like when you're all finished. Then once you have a green light on everything, just come over here and click on publish volume discount. And if the customer does go through with using this volume discount and they buy multiples of your product, the discount's automatically gonna be applied at checkout. So neither you or the customer needs to do any extra work. All right, so this next upselling app that I'm about to show you is an app that, if you set it up right, is going to consistently double your average order value, and that is going to be with the product bundle app. This app is gonna let you add any upselling products as an offer alongside the main product that you're selling, which is gonna make it so that customers are able to buy what they need and spend more while shopping directly with your store. And it's extremely important that you make sure that the products that you are upselling with can complement the main product that you're selling. So for example, if you're selling an at-home treadmill, you might want to upsell with a yoga mat and a water bottle. You can see that these products that we want to upsell with both complement the main product. And the bundle makes customers think of it as a convenience to add them, because now they don't have to go to other stores to look for all these same products. And also throwing a total discount on the products that are all bundled together, this helps also convince customers to purchase even more products from you. This tactic puts other products that people might want or need directly in front of them. And it's gonna put you in a position to be able to get every chance that you need to increase your average order value, and of course, bring in even more money. So to set this up, you wanna come back over here to apps, go to upsells, then go ahead and click on create product bundle. This is gonna be the next screen that you see where you get to go ahead and choose the products. And you should not go ahead and choose any product. You wanna go ahead and specify the exact product or collection that you wanna be upselling with. To do that, go ahead and click on browse, and then select the first product that actually makes sense with the main product that you're selling. Now you're gonna come to products from slot B and do the exact same thing. After selecting the products, go ahead and click on continue to discount details. Here, you're gonna go ahead and apply the discount value that you want. And on appearance, do not change too much, but do turn on post-purchase thank you page. So go into the settings, turn inactive to active. And this is a little bit of what the preview is gonna look like after people make a purchase and how it's gonna continuously keep upselling them. So all that set up, come over here, click review, and then save. And then once it's all set up and you go to your product page, this is what it should be looking like, where you're seeing your main product, 2 complimentary upsells, and an amazing discount that's being applied if you're buying all of them together. Having this set up is going to ultimately make your customers' experience even better while they look throughout your store, while also letting them make as many sales as possible. But something you need to keep in your mind when you're running your e-commerce store is that you could be doing everything right. You could have all these features and these amazing products, and sometimes still we see low conversion rates. So if you're not seeing the conversion rates that you want, then this next app is going to be a game changer for you and your store. And that app is called Visitor Replays. This app is going to give you a real-time view. Actually see what your customers are doing when they come to your landing page. This is like a whole entire spy tool where it's recording every single action that your customers are taking to then help you figure out what's driving people away from getting the purchases that you're looking for. It's gonna show you in real time what they clicked on, where they're spending majority of their time at, and what's the last feature they looked at before they decided to leave your store. So for example, you might have a customer come to your store. It's seeming like everything is right when you're watching this replay. They're not spending too much time looking at the pricing. They're going through the features and benefits, but then they make it to the bottom of your product page. And you see the screen just stopping and they're just looking at the reviews. And then from there, the next thing you see is they just click off your website. Well, your main thing you wanna be looking for is a common denominator. And if you're seeing majority of people taking the same action and stopping in the same place, well, you have the area where you can then create a solution, which is just fixing your reviews. But you would have never known that if you didn't actually see what people were doing in real time. As another example, you can see replays of seeing that your customers are coming to your store, they see the price of the product is a little too high, and they don't even scroll at all. They just leave in seconds. Well, from here, it's a simple solution. You just need to go out and look at your competitors' stores, compare their prices versus what you're charging, and then just adjust accordingly as long as this price fits within your 2.5x margin. And then over the next couple of days, if sales go up, you know it worked. But this is something you would have never known without seeing the replays. Let me go ahead and show you how to set this up. In the visitor replays, you do want to go to the settings, and inside the settings, you want do not record my visits checked as well as the other one, as there's no purpose for it to check your visits, as you want to see what your customers are actually doing, not what you're doing. And utilizing this app, you're going to start off with 5,000 replays. So your next step is just to make sure it's active, and you can do that by coming over here and clicking on the top right corner. Using this app is going to save you hundreds of dollars that you would have spent in marketing towards a landing page that's not bringing you in any money. So if you want to build your e-commerce store in 2025 in ways that avoid this from happening, then this is an app that you need to have. These 7 apps are all included in Vitals. So if you use Vitals, you're going to be getting all these features which are going to completely improve your store's performance without having to install a bunch of different apps that are gonna be losing you money in the long run. Since this app is so crucial to your success, I'm gonna add a free trial for you to use in the document that I'm gonna give out when this video gets to 1,000 likes. So you can test these apps out and even look for other ones that you might want to add to your store. The products that you're selling are going to play a major part in your store success because this is what you're pushing to your customers. And in order to find a strong winning product that's going to bring you in sales, you're going to need a good product research tool. And that's where AutoDS comes in. And the great thing about AutoDS is that it triples as a product research, order fulfillment, and automation tool. This is gonna reduce your overall expenses and the amount of work that you need to do. Because if you use AutoDS, you don't need to go out there and look for another supplier, and you don't need to spend time going into your store and fulfilling every single order like other dropshippers. Because any product that you find in one of AutoDS's product research sections, it can be supplied through them or one of the other 20 plus suppliers that they integrate with. And they even give you a better chance of finding winning products by having multiple product research sections that are each made with different things in mind. From looking through any product that's on their platform to finding products by seeing what kind of ads are running right now and everything in between. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at each one of these sections. So as you can see, they have the marketplace, handpicked products, ad spy, and trending product section. Now this marketplace section is gonna show you every single product that AutoDS offers, where you can set different filters and choose different categories to find exactly what you're looking for. And if you click on the fast shipping option, it's gonna show you all the products that can be shipped and delivered between 1 and 3 days, which is crazy because a lot of dropshippers are shipping products between 10 and 20 days, and that will help you wipe them out automatically. Next, you have the handpicked product section. This section is where AutoDS's AI system is gonna be constantly finding winning products multiple times every single day. Where as you can see, there's multiple products being uploaded just today, yesterday, the day before. It's constantly being updated. And no product is ever the same or shown up again. As you can see, you can also select categories here, ads, profit range, and more. Now the ad spy section, this is definitely my favorite and probably the main tool that I use the most. And honestly, it's because I always tell you guys, content is king and data is queen. So in this ad spy section, what it's doing is it's showing you all the ads that are running on the market today. And this is on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Here you can set different filters by call to action button, interaction rate. You can even click on the advanced filters and select things like how many comments they have, countries, languages, creation date, and so much more. Now the main reason I like this so much is because the main thing I'm trying to do is see viral ads. If I notice that ads are going viral and there's competitors pushing these products, I know that I can push them too. So this is my go-to section. And then lastly, you have the trending product section. Now this section is gonna show you all the products that are currently trending the most right now, which makes it easy for us because I tell you guys all the time, we're not here to reinvent the wheel. So if I'm seeing the products in here that are trending the most, it's giving me a great foundation to know what products I should be selling. And they've been working over the past year to renew, improve, and add even more sections that are designed to make the product research process even easier and more effective. And I get that life can get busy, especially right now with going into the new year. So you're not always gonna have time to go look up trends to get an idea of what product that you wanna sell. Hell, sometimes you're not even gonna have time to go and find that product either. And that's why AutoDS is a game changer and why I always recommend adding it to your Shopify store, as it literally does most of the work for you. So to add AutoDS to your Shopify store, you're gonna first come to this landing page right here. So right after landing on that and getting everything signed up, this is gonna be the first screen that you're gonna see. Now you're gonna see at the top left of the screen under AutoDS's store name, it's gonna be blank. You wanna go ahead and click into that, click add store, and then click Shopify store, and then click continue. Now on this next page, this button is gonna most likely say install. And then once you have it installed, you just need to go ahead and connect it. And at that point, you're gonna be all set up to go ahead and get it going. Now, don't forget, I'm giving out a document with discount codes and free trials to the apps that I'm telling you about today. And there's gonna be a great deal on AutoDS that you do not wanna miss out on. So make sure you keep smashing that like button. Now, once you have your store set up, the first thing that you wanna think about is how you can organically make your store more visible to customers while standing out against all the competition that's out there. So to double your store's visibility, I recommend using a .store domain for your store's URL. Now, here's why. Using a .store domain, it's gonna improve the amount of traffic that you get as much as 87% because it's gonna bump you up into the search results badge, where you're then getting extra store traffic without having to spend as much money on ads. And a .store domain is also gonna increase your store's visibility and traffic while allowing you to spend 12% less on marketing. Now, I always tell you guys not to reinvent the wheel. And using a .store domain is a prime example of that because tons of big brands like Discord and Kylie's Cosmetics, they're already using this to their advantage and they're seeing real results from it. So to set up your .store domain for your Shopify store, all you have to do is click that link in my description, which is gonna give you your domain for just 99 cents, plus discounts worth $2,500 on other marketing apps to grow your business like Vistaprint. Now, in a perfect world, every customer that visits your store is going to convert directly into a sale, putting money into your pockets. But like we mentioned earlier, that's not always going to be the case. And sometimes customers will not go through with their purchases. Let me make something clear. This does not necessarily mean that you lost the sale completely, as you can set yourself up to have even more chances to get the sale rather than giving up on customers who either almost went to checkout or almost completed the purchase, which to me is just absolutely crazy in my opinion. I mean, it's very clear day that your customers, they're obviously interested in the product already, but something stopped them from going all the way through with their purchase the first time. So rather than just letting them go and missing out on that sale completely, you can try to use SMS or email marketing to incentivize them to come back and purchase your product. And by far, one of the easiest to use retargeting apps for this is OmniSend. OmniSend lets you make all different types of emails and SMS campaigns without having to learn a bunch of different coding or anything, because they already have pre-built flows that are basically just plug and play once you get started. So to set this up and get a great discount while doing so, make sure to go ahead and use the link in this document, but it's gonna lead you to this page right here. After the app is installed, you wanna come over here and click on make an account. Next, you're gonna come over here, you're gonna enter in all your information, click on I agree, and then go ahead and click on get started. Then once you go ahead and enter in all your information, you're then gonna go into their dashboard. And inside their dashboard, you're gonna see these different templates. You wanna come over here and click on automations, then create workflow, and then go to cart abandonment. Then go to the high order rate abandonment checkout, and then click on customize workflow. Here, like I said, they give you an amazing template that you can work with. You can just keep what they already have, or you can play and tweak this around a little bit. But just like that, you're putting yourself in a position to never miss a sale again. All right, if you made it to the end of this video, you just got the most lucrative apps that are gonna set you up for success in 2025. So when you're working on improving your store, you need to keep in mind that the experience that you make for your customers is just as important as everything else. From the product that you sell to the ads that you run for your store, this is just as important. So when you're trying to create the most successful, high converting Shopify store and product pages possible, you need to make sure to install every app that I just gave you. And do not forget that I'm dropping a complete cheat sheet list full of discounts, winning products, and free trials for just about almost every single app that we just went over. So you can try them out before fully committing. And you're gonna be able to get that as soon as this video hits 1,000 likes, so keep smashing that like button down below. It is now time for you to start working towards finding your success. And to set you up so that you're even more prepared to start your e-commerce store, I dropped a video where I walk you through everything that you need to know and to do to start successfully dropshipping in 2025. I cannot wait to see what you do with your e-commerce business this year, and go ahead and leave me some feedback in the comment section down below, as I'll be replying to every single comment. I'll see you guys in the next video. This is AC with Supreme Ecom, and I'm out. Stack that internet money to the site crash. They on IG trying to get a light back. See, they don't talk that talk.